When it comes to how they see other personality types, INTPs often respect those who can challenge their ideas, as they thrive in environments where they are exposed to new perspectives and are encouraged to refine their own beliefs. However, they tend to feel frustrated with individuals who prioritize emotions over logic, as they often struggle to understand or engage with those who operate primarily on emotional impulses. For example, INTPs may find personality types that prioritize feeling over thinking, such as ISFPs or ENFJs, difficult to understand. These types place a higher emphasis on personal values and harmony, which might seem somewhat illogical or unnecessary to the more rational INTP. While INTPs do appreciate deep, meaningful relationships, they are more likely to connect with others through intellectual discussions and shared ideas rather than through shared emotional experiences. Thus, they might see emotionally driven behaviors as a bit overwhelming. When interacting with extroverted personality types like ENTPs or ESTPs, INTPs often feel a sense of camaraderie, as these types also value intellectual stimulation and enjoy engaging in lively debates. They tend to appreciate the dynamic, fast-paced nature of these personalities, as they often challenge INTPs to think more quickly or outside of their usual thought patterns. However, INTPs may sometimes feel overwhelmed or exhausted by the more extroverted energy of these types, as they themselves are more reserved and need significant time alone to recharge. Before we continue, do well to check out our newly released MBTI guide. This guide contains our extensive research and insights on personal growth, career, and relationship for all 16 MBTI personality types. Click the link in the description of this video to get access now. Back to INTPs. In contrast, when INTPs encounter introverted types who are also analytical, like INEJs, they often have a profound respect for them. INEJs share their drive for intellectual rigor and their focus on long-term goals, but they bring a more structured and decisive approach to problem solving. INTPs can appreciate this, seeing it as a valuable complement to their own tendency to explore many ideas without always picking one. However, INTPs might find INEJs too rigid at times, as their need for structure and certainty can clash with INTPs' more flexible, open-ended way of thinking. Despite this, there's often a mutual respect between the two, as both can engage in deep, insightful conversations. In relationships with other introverted types like ISFJs, ISTJs, INTPs might struggle to relate to their more conventional, rules-driven approach to life. ISFJs and ISTJs tend to value tradition, stability, and practicality, which can seem stifling to the INTP, who prefers to explore unconventional ideas. ISFJs and ISTJs focus on the present, and their need for concrete facts can be at odds with the INTP's inclination to explore abstract or theoretical ideas that might seem irrelevant in everyday life. While INTPs respect the thoroughness and reliability of these types, they may find their perspectives to be somewhat narrow or resistant to change. With intuitive and feeling types like INFJs, INTPs may be intrigued by INFJs' deep understanding of people and the world, as well as their unique, visionary outlook. INFJs often have a sense of purpose and an idealistic worldview that could draw the INTP in, especially because of the INFJ's ability to think deeply about the world and articulate complex ideas. However, the emotional intensity that comes with INFJ's feelings and values can sometimes be a source of confusion or discomfort for INTP, who tends to shy away from emotional expression. An INTP may admire an INFJ's idealism, but feel unsure about how to engage with them on a personal level, particularly when an INFJ's emotions seem to influence their decision-making. In terms of communication style, INTPs tend to value clear, direct, and rational conversations. They often appreciate people who can articulate their thoughts logically and coherently, and they enjoy being challenged intellectually. They may find it difficult to relate to people who rely heavily on intuition without backing it up with facts, or who speak in vague and emotional terms. This can lead to misunderstandings with types like ENFJs or INFPs, who tend to approach conversations with an emphasis on empathy, understanding, and emotional connection rather than logical argument. In a nutshell, INTPs see other personality types through the lens of logic, intellect, and personal freedom. While they deeply value intellectual connection, they may struggle with types that prioritize emotions. Despite these challenges, INTPs are often intrigued by people who think differently from themselves, as they see these interactions as opportunities for growth. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to click the link in the description of this video to get access to the MBTI guide. Now, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment below sharing your thoughts.